Hey guys, Tim with Taccom. Let's talk about AR9s and feeding hollow points. The general consensus is AR9s and hollow points don't play well together. It's something that has been troubling me at Taccom since we've gotten into 9mm. I'm going to tell you right now, Taccom has hands down the best feeding barrels on the market. No one makes a better feeding barrel than we do. And the reason why we have that is if you look at the back end, first off, we're the only company that really puts a decent feed ramp on the back end of the barrel. It's a 2-angle feed ramp. You can use it with any bolt. You don't have to modify the bottom of the bolt or anything like that. It just fits right in. Then we had a couple years ago, we came up with our super feed option. And now, if you're feeding round nose or flat nose, it's going to come up the ramp and go in. If it hits the top, it still bounces in. Well, as good as this is, we can only go down so low and not break into the bolt face. And we said, oh man, if we break into the bolt face, people aren't going to like that. Well, Ruger, on their PC carbine, here's what our system looks like. Here's what Ruger does. They have a top ramp, or a top, what I'm going to call a super feed, that's on the barrel. And what happens is, if you look at their bolt, face, look at this. This notch goes right in. And it's all, you can tell that, you still got a great bolt face hitting the barrel, and there's no problem. And the Ruger PC carbine, it feeds these just about as close to 100% as you can get. This is a Federal HST 124 grain hollow point. Look at the hole on that. This is like trying to feed a trash can into your chamber. And, it doesn't give much. Our barrels can feed them, but if a customer calls me up and says they're having troubles feeding an HST hollow point, I tell them try to find another bullet that'll work. These are probably the hardest feeding bullets on the market for the AR9. What we did when we started making a replacement barrel for the Ruger, we made it a multi-piece. This is a Ruger PC carbine setup. And if you look, our super feed option on here, you got no problem. If I ride this across the top, no problem with that, HST hollow point fitting in there. This is as good a feeding as the Ruger is. And this is a direct replacement for the PC carbine. So, I'm running this video, no practice. What I've got here, like I said, I've got the HST hollow points. I've got a PMag filled up with 10 rounds. Okay, I'm going to show you something here. No trigger, no safety, no firing pin in the bolt. But what we did was we modified our bolt. We ended up going deeper, and we blew out the one side. We still have as much surface area on the bolt as the Ruger bolt face. So you're not going to be banging up your bolt or your barrel with our system. I'll show you real quick. what I did to modify the bolt. Nope, I do not use a detent pin. If you look at that, I really hogged away on that bolt in that area. The extractor is still guided, no problem. The extractor is guided all in back here, but as you see, we blew this whole front end on the right side out. All right, so let's put it together. And unrehearsed, I'm dead serious, unrehearsed. Let's step back. PMAG 10 round HST hollow points. Can your AR9 do this? And there you have it, empty mag. If your AR9 can't do that, there's hope. In about a month to 2 months, we're going to have the ultimate feed system available. Doesn't change the barrels. We will modify Taccom bolts, but we will not modify any other manufacturer's bolts. In other words, this system, if you have a Taccom upper and a Taccom bolt, we will be able to modify your system. I'm not sure what the cost will be, but we will modify your system. Basically, what's going to happen is you're going to get a new feed option. You're going to replace the super feed key, and we're going to modify the bolt so that you can use the new super feed, or what I'm going to call ultimate feed option. So I've got a mess of bullets I've got to clean up here, guys. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Call me at the shop. I either answer the phone or I will call you back. I need to apologize. I'm not real good with emails. I do tend to respond to emails, but it takes a while. But if you call me, if I don't answer, I will call you back. You have a great day.